Then there are many people who are like me who have that mentality because they came from no money. Hey guys, Juliana here. Today I'm going to be talking about my journey with Shein and fast fashion in general, and why I got rid of all of my Shein clothes. Okay, almost all of them. Some I kept. I think 3 to 4 pieces are what I kept out of the tons that I had. And I'm going to talk about my convictions and why for me it just wasn't sustainable to continue supporting them and getting their clothes, etc., etc., and what my gender was. It's the same old story. Didn't come from money, immigrant family, they dressed us horribly. They just gave us whatever they could find in whatever store they happened upon and threw them on us, and as long as it was long and hit my ankles and covered up to my wrists, then I was good to go. Literally. Goofy ass patterns. The overly floral patterns. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. I had an orange skirt that was orange, brown, black, cheetah striped, but also had flowers on it. It was down to my ankles. And I used that skirt with many things. Now, what I will say about fast fashion and my journey with Shein is that I wouldn't say luckily for me or fortunately for me, but there was a practice that I had that made my fast fashion clothes last longer and not be as, I want to say, detrimental to the environment or, you know, landfills and all that, which was the fact that I hung on to clothes for a long time and I wore them constantly. There was never something that I bought that I didn't think, okay, I could match this with 4 or 5 other outfits or tops and bottoms in my closet. So then there are many people who are like me who have that mentality because they came from no money, which is very common. Now, unfortunately, I started with Romway in 2018, bought my first dress with my own money, my own style, and I felt amazing. I felt alive. Then it turned to AliExpress and, eventually the legitimate one that people know and love, which is Shein. I'm not going to get into the Fashion Novas and the whatevers and those ones that were a part of the baddie aesthetic of the late 2010s because those were kind of established and Americanized. It was they were legitimized basically by American celebrities like Kim K and other, you know, influencers, and Shein was kind of like that hush hush cheap Chinese international alternative that also happened to be chic and had several styles and could hook you up with what was trendy without breaking the bank. And that's where they got a lot of y'all. That's where they got me too. I wasn't someone who was always following trends, but I was someone who was obsessed with color, as you can see from my room and from my outfit. I love pink. I've always loved pink. Like around 2019, I was like, oh yeah, I'm obsessed with this color. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this color. And from there, just went on like that. And if I wanted stuff that was in color and it was established and it was made of good materials, I'd have to get from name brand. I didn't know anything about name brands. All I knew was Payless shoes and whatever store my mom could walk in or whatever 99 cents she could walk in and get clothes from that was affordable because we were an immigrant family and it was struggling to make it out here. We was living in the hood before we leveled up to not the hood but kind of the hood, and then we got a house. So it's a lot. There are a lot of people who make the excuse that, oh, other brands are like that or they're all like that. They're not all like that, my love. My love, be honest. You just want to shop at Shein. That's okay. Until you're educated and you know why it's not, and then you should probably do something about it. So the first thing I did about it was around 2024, end of 2024, early start of 2025. I said I'm not buying any more clothes from Shein. Mind you, I was still buying their little trinkets. I was still buying little necklaces, little bangles, hair clips. So I love clips in my hair, love doing my hair and all that. And I could every day kind of feel just like, oh, like I can't do this anymore. February, I made some orders for like little trinkets, like hair clips and, bonnets. And I was running into issues because now Shein was not paying for my shit. Shein was like, you know what? We gonna scam her. And I went on Reddit to confirm, and they were doing it to a lot of other people too. But they said they're gonna scam her specifically. It's me, and they didn't pay for the customs and the shipping of my packages. So they basically got my money for free because I was telling them, hey, I reached out to them. I was like, why is it saying I can't get my packages until I pay this and this, and that they're not like paid for? USPS, by the way. And they were like, wow, we don't know, but we did ship them to you. You know, we have that. We have the proof of shipping to you and everything. Then I just waited out. And I'm like waiting and waiting. I'm like, they're not giving it to me. They don't want to give it to me. They want me to pay. They're like, that's rough, buddy. I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Eventually, I just ate the cost and decided I'm going to get rid of Shein completely. Basically, as you'll see in the video, which I recorded in February, after I deleted my account, it was almost all Shein. And so when I deleted my account, I didn't just log off and say, I'm not going to buy anything anymore. I deleted it, like, completely. My address, all my saved addresses, everything, all my orders, completely gone. Everything wiped, as if I never had an account with them. So I can never, like, log in or anything and have, like, everything there. It's all gone. Almost like I never was with them at all. I had come to a conundrum because I had recently gotten a one of my dream jobs, at least in my transition from university in September 2025, which was a federal job and was in a courthouse. Luckily, my style was kind of close to that, but it was not close enough. I was out here looking like Teacher Bay. You'll see in the video, I replaced a lot of that stuff, and a lot of the criteria I had for keeping stuff was, okay, was it outsourced by a specific brand? Like, did the tag say Shein or did it say something else? So I did keep a Daisy item. I also kept two skirts that were 100% cotton. They were from this other brand. I forgot what it was, but it was outsourced to Shein, and it was like on their cotton page. Like that time that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get cotton. And I also kept two other dresses, I believe, that I never got to wear. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy something and then not wear it. I might as well just keep it and cough it up. But yeah, and we'll just start the video and watch because I can really explain what's going on, etc., etc. Let's begin. So first, we're starting off with all of my skirts. Once again, a lot of these clothes and skirts that I had, I would reuse endlessly, and I mean endlessly with multiple different outfits to make people think, and well, make me happy because they seem brand new, which I think everyone should do. You should have a skirt that matches at least 5 other tops, in my opinion. I also started replacing a lot of these skirts. That one that you just saw that was floral, I replaced with an Ann Taylor skirt that was 100% silk lining, which I got from Depop. Now we're going to get into the other skirts as well. Once again, like I was saying before, the key thing is longevity. This skirt I decided to keep because it was 100% cotton and it was not from the Shein brand per se, it was from Daisy. And I remembered that I had dyed it in university. Anyway, I'd still replaced it without remembering that with a Gap skirt, so another brand that's not Shein, and I bought it at a store. Now let's get into the tops. This disgusting dress that's basically sheer I replaced with a dress I found from the thrift store. I couldn't tell the brand, but it's obviously better structure, more flouncy, and more beautiful, and has better craftsmanship. As you can see, there are many tops that I will show that are dubious in nature and did in fact sit in my closet because of just how bad the workmanship was, but I didn't want to spend extra money back in the day to return them because I was like, I don't know, I might need them. And I think those two were the only ones that that was the case for. Other clothes I usually loved and reused. This was the skirt that got away, I didn't get to show, that I replaced from Shein. I know you can't tell, but it has those little nasty little ball things that happen with a lot of their clothes when you have them for a long time. I replaced it with an American vintage brand I got from Depop, and it was 100% cotton. Unfortunately, it's really pale yellow and it's really hard to style. To this day, I have worn it only one time. And this video was taken February 2026 and it's now June and I have struggled to style it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. The rest of these clothes, I just blast from the past just looking at them because I have kept them for so long, years and years. And every day it's like I'd find something that I could style with them to make them pop. Now we're gonna get into a lot of the dresses. The dresses hurt me the most because they're, People say that fast fashion clothes can be really pretty to take pictures in, but not as fun to wear. This dress was just like that. This dress was beautifully made with the at least the accenting and the details, but it was very thin. I also replaced a lot of my old bonnets I had gotten from Shein. Ignore that glitch. I replaced this bonnet, the hot pink bonnet, with another one that you could get on Amazon, but I found out that they were outsourcing from the same place, so I got it on AliExpress. Just wait a little longer. Um, which yeah, it's still fast fashion AliExpress. If you buy things that are not going to give you longevity, if you buy things that are trendy and are clothes and full textiles that you're not gonna wear all the time. But for me, I wear bonnets all the time. This skirt that I have to replace all my other brown skirts, brown and pink skirts to go with my peach or purple pinks, I got from another vintage, I don't want to say vintage, but an American brand. I don't remember if it's vintage or not, but I do know that it's from Depop. It was an independent brand, American made, and that it was, I think, 67% cotton. Hurry up and get back on the screen! Okay, now we're getting into some of the sad ones. This dress I loved so much. Not only was it double lined, it was thick and it had such beautiful I don't know how to say that, ruched detailing at the midsection all the way down to the legs. Unfortunately, it has a Shein brand with it. It has a Shein tag, so it's gotta go. This is another dress that I wore to death for years that I got from Shein. I believe had it since high school, but I'm not sure. And I loved it, but it was once again beautiful in pictures, but very thin and not the best to wear because you could see all my legs through it if I, went out and didn't have a jacket on. And if the sun hit just right. So I replaced it with a dress from Amazon that still has that gold clasp detailing at the front. Unfortunately, it's sleeveless, but it has pockets. It's well made, thick, and durable. And best of all, not from Shein. I'm just going to continue to go through a lot of the dresses and tops that I have as I get rid of them or plan to get rid of them. And that's basically, a lot of the dresses and the tops. Now it's time to move on to some other tops that I love because of the color but had to replace immediately. This one was so freaking thin. I think I only wore it 2 to 3 times because not only was it thin and form fitting, the sleeves were, I could barely get into them. And I still I didn't return it. I didn't try to get another one. I just kept it. But luckily I replaced with another brand from Depop, an American brand, so it's not something like those shipped internationally. And I love that, even though it wasn't the same color. As you'll see, not everything's gonna be one to one. You just have to try or at least attempt to replace things. Oh my gosh, this pink bodysuit I've had forever. I bought it during COVID, I believe. Yeah, during COVID, I took so many pics with it throughout the years. Like, it was beautiful, and it was actually one of the few things that was well made, but unfortunately, it's by Shein. This is another one that I got from Shein that was not well made. As you can see, you saw that little string hanging out, and it's asymmetrical. So the ruches are supposed to be symmetrical and be a U shape, but they're only on one side, and I still kept it. This hoodie, this jacket, I'm so happy to say that as of today, June 25th, I have actually got a replacement for it in that exact beautiful hot pink color. I got it from Gap and it was 60, I think it was 78% cotton. I would get up and go to my closet, but I kind of want to just go through and just show the other stuff because it's not a big deal. The point is that it took me a long time to get a replacement for that, but I did. Then we have this satin skirt. I mean, look at the wear on this thing. I mean, look at those wrinkles. It's just, it's not it, man. I don't recommend buying satin things. I had a whole fad once where I got satin things, but I was just like, it's just not for me. If you can't afford real silk or anything like that, or you can't probably take care of satin clothes and everything, just don't get them. Don't get them. This jacket I also replaced. It's a thick one. It says I'm pretty sure it said be brave and be yourself. It was sliced through the middle because of the zipper. But I did get a pink jacket to replace it. It was a jacket from, once again, another American brand. It was something for outdoorsmen. It was something, I forgot the name, but it was something wilderness. And so I replaced the pink jacket, and I'm happy that I did because it's the same color, just doesn't have hot pink accents. Now we're going to get into one of my proudest, happiest, cockiest changes. I had bought three, no, a three pack from Shein that was blue, hot, not hot pink, blue, pink, and I think gray. Yeah, it's gray one here. And I was able, as you saw just before, to replace all of them on Amazon with t-shirts that were not 100%, 92% cotton. You can see that they're lighter. So the darker versions are often the ones from Shein, and the lighter ones are the ones that are the cotton ones I got from Amazon. And normally I'd be like, I'm so sad, guys, because it's not as pink, but I don't care because the material and the quality of it is so much better. So yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to get rid of the blue one because my mom snatched up. She was like, "You're gonna donate to all these people. Why don't you just give something to your family member?" Still, I was like, "I don't want anything Sheen that was once mine to be in this house," but she wanted it, so I gave it to her. It's still in here. It's still here haunting me, guys. But yeah, now I'm just gonna kind of speed through, and go through all the other ones. Unfortunately, I took forever to get back because I was pulling some of the stuff I forgot out. Like I said before, I had so many clothes from Shein. It was crazy. Like my whole closet was Shein, and now what? 4 months later, I've replaced almost my entire closet with so many different pieces and so many brands that I love. I kept some dresses. Those two that you saw just now, I kept because I didn't get to wear them. I wore the other one once. I kept these two gym dresses. I didn't really wear them either. To this day, I have been getting more use out of them since I've been going to the gym. I kept that. Oh, actually, I didn't. I take that back. As of the time I am recording this voiceover, I actually got rid of that. This is a cotton jean skirt I got from Shein, but it was actually from Daisy, and it was a cotton jean skirt. It is kind of thin, but it's like thin thick. I don't know how to describe it, but I kept it because it was so, nice, and it didn't have Shein on it, so I kept it. That one I thought I was gonna keep these jean overalls, but I got rid of it because it was too small. The skirt I also decided to get rid of because it was too tight near my lower leg area, so I couldn't walk in it. It's like a balloon effect when I walked. This bag I replaced with an Anne Klein white bag. I tried to bedazzle it and distract from the wrinkles when I first bought it from Shein, etc., etc., but you turn around. Let's see the back, girl. No, you're not hiding that from nobody. No, you gotta go. This hot pink bag that went all around the world and back with me, I also got rid of from Shein. Beautiful, unique, and yet Shein. This bag I also got rid of. I kept it for years as well, just like the other one. This is the longer cotton skirt I got from Daisy that I had dyed pink, just like the other one that I dyed pink as well, because they were both cotton. This is a dress I decided to keep, but I eventually, as of today, got rid of. And this skirt from Shein I kept, and that dress is not from Shein. Ignore me showing it off. It was actually from a flea market I bought from a young lady, and it's from a different brand. The young lady, she was young in my book. She told us so. She said, "Oh, girl, you were only 41. Calm down." But these t-shirts I have as well, I replaced all of them as of me recording this voiceover. I replaced them with Gildan cotton shirts. And yeah, some of them I even was able to get Christian messaging on. This dress, I don't know why I still have it in my closet. It's just there. I replaced a lot of my dresses. I got rid of a lot of my dresses from Shein at that moment, so I bought a new dress from Banana Republic just to start things off, and that's basically it. I got rid of all those clothes and sent them straight to people who might need it more than me for free.